Hi YouTube, this is Kat Ellis of herbalprepper.com and homesteadingmom.com, and today I'm bringing you a product review of the Exo Protein Bars made with, of all things, cricket flour, to see if this is a good idea to add to your bug out bag if you're eating a ketogenic or a low carb diet, or if you have type 2 diabetes like I recently found out that I have, and now I'm working to reverse that through diet and through herbs. And I'm going through my pantry, emptying everything out, changing out my bug out bags, food, everything. This video is going to be posted to both of my channels, Kat the Herbal Prepper and Homesteading Mom, because there's a lot of crossover in subject matter. So let's open up the box. Okay, so this is the very first ever delivery that I've gotten from Thrive Market, and there's some interesting stuff inside here that hopefully is going to fit in with my new way of eating here. So let's see, what have they sent me? Some type of, oh, that's just the packing slip. Thank you. So they've got some environmentally friendly packaging. And let's take a look at what's inside. All right, so this here, you are seeing that right, cricket flour. So we're gonna try something made with cricket flour. Let's hope that's okay. And let's see, what do we have here? We have sprouted spelt flour, because my kids still love bread, so if they're gonna have it, they're at least going to have the best that I can possibly give them. So I'm gonna soak this, I'm gonna make a sourdough starter, and then they can have some sourdough bread. But I've gone grain-free, but that's just me in the household. Everyone else is still quite able and quite interested in eating bread. So let's see, whoops, more of this packaging. This was my freebie. This is what got me to order from them in the first place. I think I got this for like $1 or something. It was some promotional thing. So otherwise, I'm not sure I would have gotten it, but we'll see how it tastes, and then maybe I can make that at home. But anyway, so we'll see how that is. And this over here, the final item. I have never had these, and I'm looking for a more sustainable way to get my omega-3 fatty acids that I know that I've been so deprived of most of my life. So I figured I would try. Oh geez, it's all in this packaging. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Oh, let me see if I can get that out. This is, it's from Maine. I don't know how far it's traveled before it got to my door, but wild herring fillets. I've never made anything with herring, so this is going to be an experiment. So, all right, so we're going to see how some of this turns out here, okay? Okay, so now, to be sure, this is a processed food kind of a thing. You know, it's, I mean, it's as natural, I think, as you're going to get for processed food, but, you know, these are just protein bars, and I was looking for something that was kind of low carb because of my own health needs. 23 carbs, you know, -7, you know, that's not exactly low. But my point in getting them is to try them out. And even though it's cricket flour, there's a mental thing I need to get over. But I'm hoping that if they're not too strange and the kids like them, that they might be good to put in bug out bags. Because other than that, you know, I mean, you might be able to use a few more carbohydrates if you are bugging out, or if you are, you know, in that kind of a situation where you're eating out of your bug out bag. And I have one very picky child, so the other one will eat pretty much anything, but I don't know that they'll eat crickets. So, but I mean, still, it's got almonds, dates, coconut, honey, cricket flour. You know, a little bit too high carb for me, but you know, they might appreciate it. So let me get this. Let me put the camera down and let me get one out of the box. Okay, so they look like some kind of a chewy, chocolatey natural bar with a lot of dates, that kind of a thing. So I'm going to give this a try. Cricket flour, who knows? Hopefully I'm not going to like taste a leg or a wing or something in there. Well, I'm tasting a lot of the dates and a lot of the fruit. And some of the other, oh, kids are fighting in the background. Sorry about that. But you can see there's some nuts in there and stuff that, some of the coconut there. I can pretty much just taste the dates more so than the flour, the cricket flour. I don't think my kids would even know, but I'm not sure how they'll like the flavor of this one. So, okay, so these are my kids, and they are going to taste test the Exo bars, and we're going to get a reaction to see if they like it. If it passes the kid test, then I may stock up on some of these. So here we go. This should be no problem. You tell me what you think of it.
So it's like cricket, like, right?
Yeah, it's cricket flour, but I don't think you should be tasting any crickets in there. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Kind of tastes like raisins as well.
Well, it's dates in there, but they're similar. All right. You want to try it? You're gonna try it? Well, that's a good step. All right. What do you think? Really? So, YouTube, what you don't realize is my daughter here can be a little on the picky side. So, if it passed her test, then it must taste good. So, all right. Thank you very much, kids. So, I guess you have a bar to go snack on. I'm going to put the camera down for a moment, and I'm going to divide up the bar so they can both have it. Okay, so all in all, it's not a bad tasting bar. It passed the kid test. It passed the picky kid test. They actually were, I think, more excited about eating something with cricket flour than grossed out by it. So that was a happy surprise. Anyway, in the final analysis, these are pricey. They're certainly not frugal enough for me to, be serving them on a daily basis. However, for a shelf-stable item that I can toss in their bug-out bags, they're not bad. They're high protein. There's like 10 grams of protein, and that's not too shabby. They are made with all natural ingredients, which is very important to me, so it's a win there. They taste good. The kids like them. That's a win. There's only 300 calories in them, so it certainly can't be the only thing that's in there. It's not like these 2,000 calorie survival bars that are intended to be like the one thing that you eat, for the entire day. So there's something that I will consider stocking up on just to have for emergencies. But the carbohydrate load, 16 grams of net carbs. There's 23 total minus 7. A little high for someone who's watching their blood glucose, with type 2 diabetes. So that's probably, if you're eating a keto diet, probably not something that you're going to be eating on a daily basis. But, if you're on a bug out, or if you're hiking, if you're hoofing it somewhere and you're exerting yourself, it's not exceedingly high in carbs. So, it's not a bad choice. It's, maybe just a little bit higher than I would want for, a small bar like that. However, it's got plenty of fiber, and they taste pretty good. So cricket flour protein bars. I wouldn't have ever thought that I would see that, but I guess a pleasant surprise. So the rest of the things that came today from Thrive Market, I will probably do videos on in the future. My daughter wants to make a sourdough starter, so I got her some sprouted spelt in order to do that. Probably do a little video with that over several days to see how that develops. The chipotle lime mayonnaise with avocado oil. I'm going to keep an open mind, but it is a very small jar. Mayo is not that difficult to make. It's just a matter of taking the time to do it. which also really isn't all that long. But, you know, the only thing I'll say is it is a very small amount. So it is pricey and it is a very small amount, but maybe it tastes great. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't know that. And the last item that I will eventually do a video on are these wild herring fillets. You know, I think if they were to go in a bug out bag, they might be a little heavy, but you don't, at least you don't need a can opener for them. So, you know, I might find, whoops, that's not going to go back together correctly. But anyway, I'm going to be looking for a good recipe to make on the fly with these things. I've never cooked with herring, so I have no idea what they taste like. But for those omega-3s, I want another wild fish option that is sustainable other than just wild salmon from Alaska. So, I mean, it's delicious and it's wonderful, and I feel so much better now that I've been eating it frequently. It's only been cost effective because our wholesale club has them in the frozen section, and, you know, I can get them in a bulk amount, so it becomes a bit more affordable for me to do that. But, you know, if the power went, you know, there goes the freezer. So I love my freezer storage. I do. It's so convenient. It helps keep me out of trouble as far as not having a meal prepared ahead of time, because I can just go in the freezer and grab something. But if you lose your freezer storage due to a power outage, you know, it's good to have some shelf-stable items on hand. So I'm going to be on the hunt for a wild herring recipe. And anyway, so that's it. It's been I think it's been a success with the Exo cricket flour protein bars. So thank you, and we'll see you again next time, YouTube. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe below. Links to both of my channels and websites are posted below the video. You're going to want to go to those sites and sign up for my free newsletters, which are going to give you all sorts of great information on both herbal and homesteading topics.